5, it is Rick Mount who joins us on the phone. Now, Rick, I want to look back at your career at Purdue, and I want to start almost day one. What do you remember about your first game as a freshman when you guys played the varsity team?
It was kind of, you'd like to, we'd want to beat them because we were freshmen, and back then you couldn't play on the varsity, and I think it was close, 7 points or whatever, but and I had 33 points against them, and I always remember that because we thought we could beat them.
33 points, rumored to be 10,000 fans in attendance to watch you take on the varsity team, and your career obviously grew from there. Tell me about the 1969 NCAA tournament. Against Marquette, you guys are tied at 73. Some consider the shot you hit there to be the best shot in Purdue history.
Well, Faber got the ball from their forward, Thompson, and they were holding the ball for a last-second shot. They did this in regulation, too, and then in overtime they had the ball and was tied, and he got the ball from him, and 23 seconds to go, called timeout, and I was supposed to come out and get the ball and take a couple dribbles towards the corner and shoot it. And I always remember we probably took a little bit longer than we should have. So when I let that thing go, there was only about 0.5. Well, back then you didn't have 0.5. There was one second or whatever to go. I think it was a couple seconds, and it went through with 1 second to go, and we beat Marquette. And that took us to the Final Four up there at Madison, Wisconsin. And they had a really good team. They beat Kentucky in the first game on Thursday night, really pretty good. And Kentucky won the Southeastern Conference. And so it was a real knockdown, drag-out affair.
What do you miss most about playing at Purdue?
Oh, probably the fans and going into Mackey Arena and playing the games, and it's full house and people are going crazy and fighting for us. it was a good advantage for us, that home court advantage, because we only lost when I played my 3 years. We only lost 3 games, and 2 of those were my sophomore year to UCLA and New Mexico State at home, and then I didn't lose again till 3 games left in my career against Iowa in the Big Ten. So we didn't lose much at home.
You went back a few weeks ago to Mackey Arena. Describe for me the ovation you got from those fans.
Well, yeah, when I walked out there, there was 14,000. What I always say, 123. I know they remodeled the place. I don't know how many it holds now, but it was a full house, and they just kept standing there cheering and clapping and stuff, and it was a great thing for me to listen to that and how much the fans really appreciated me of my career at Purdue University. And a lot of these fans were probably very young when I played, so their grandpas and grandmas probably told them about me.
Well, for those fans who didn't get a chance to see you play in your prime, what made you such a great shooter?
Well, I was 6'4", and I could get up really high on my jump shot, and I released it high, and nobody could, get to it. I had really quick feet, getting into my shot, and I was up in the air before a lot of the guys were even thinking about jumping. And I'd take it off the dribble. It was hard to guard. I'd shoot standstill some, but most of my shots came off the dribble because of they were two-timing me and chasing me, and so I didn't shoot much behind a pick, but I got a pick to get the ball. But after that, I had one person on each side of the picker. So, but probably just taking it off the dribble and getting up so quick on my shot off the move, they couldn't stop me.
If there's one game that when you look back at your Purdue career and you smile about, what game is that?
Well, that Mid-East Regional was one, but probably the one at Mackey against Iowa. I think they were one game ahead of us in the standings, and they had a really good team. They had downtown Freddie Brown, John Johnson. They had everybody back from the year before. And when I got 61 that day in Mackey, and people went back and charted it and put the 3-point line in there, and that night I would have had 74. I would have been 13 for 20 from the 3-point line that night.
Oh, my goodness. That's incredible. One more thing for you. When you went back to Mackey a few weeks ago, it was Rick Mountain bobblehead night. You did keep one, right?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got 4 of them.
I was going to say, they got to be displayed somewhere.
I'm thinking it's going to be a real cheap thing. It's really kind of a heavy trophy type bobblehead, but what I was more impressed with was the box. It really was. It was a super box. It had 4 pictures of me on there, and if I was going to say anything, it's in the box. But they did it up really great, and Morgan Burke and the Purdue people did a great job.
Well, congratulations on the bobblehead, as well as the honor of making the all-time starting 5. Rick Mount, great talking to you.
Okay, nice talking to you. Bye.